Yo, what's up, guys? It's been a minute, and there's a lot that has gone on for a while. I know it's been like how many months since my last upload. I probably would maybe do a video to go over what happened in details or what went on. But long story short, I had to move to another city. I had to deal with NYSC. If you are a Nigerian, you should know what that is about. So it's basically like you have to serve the country for like a year and all that comes with it. So it's like some weeks of camping, and you basically just have to work somewhere and do all that. So yeah, that's it. So I've been trying to, just get in sync with things and find my grounds, settle in and all that. So everything has been cool. It's been a chill experience. It's been different. It's been something out of the ordinary. And yeah, so today's video I want to go over pretty much raw talk on trading psychology. I'm just going to be talking off the top of my head, and it just came to me and I was like, okay, why not? Let me just record and shoot. So it might resonate with you, and it's something thought processes I had to go through as time went on. So most of us in our trading journey were still like on the road to consistent profitability, and the journey usually, even when you're profitable, comes with ups and downs, wins and losses. So you hear people say stuff like, oh, trading is mostly psychological, and you need to let go, you need to not be attached to your trade outcomes, and you don't really know what that means. Some people, it just goes over the top of their head and they don't know how to like make it hit home and actually like practicalize all that for themselves. So this video might help you out, because it's like I went through a thought process and I've been like really digging in, because we tend to sabotage ourselves when it comes to our trading. The model might be fine. In fact, you might be flipping a coin and it will do well. Your model is most likely okay, even if you are 40%, your win rate is like 40% and you're doing a 1:3, you are still doing okay. So now you tell you, what does it mean to, what are you exactly letting go of, and what are the key culprits here when it comes to being moved off center in your trading? Those two things are fear and greed. Those two emotions are the main things that will move you off center and make you do things outside of your trading plan. And there is another one, FOMO, and I think it's still under fear, and it still kind of can be greed. Now, I noticed that when they say let go, what they actually mean by let go is not pretty much letting go and not really giving a shit about trading as a whole, but basically letting go of the expectations you attach to winning trades, expectations you attach to trading, which, if you really think about it and put it down on paper, they are unrealistic. You may be, okay, this is like a trade I took today, and I've been trying to practicing grounding myself more before taking trades. So you may have a trade or a setup, you have an edge, and your edge is to come. When you see your edge, you take your trade. But maybe you may have put a lot of importance on winning the trade. You want to pay bills, you want to pass your prop firm account, you want to be able to pay rent, you want to be able to change your life, do one thing or the other. But it is unrealistic, and it happens to us, and it's completely normal because we're human beings. But let me give you an analogy. Why do you want to put everything, basically invest your whole career into one trade? It's ridiculous, right? Let me give you an analogy. As I said, imagine you're going to the gym. You have a dream physique you want to attain. You have like something in mind, a picture of yourself in when you are done with, when you go to the gym, as a result of going to the gym. So Do you think you can achieve that in one day? I will tell you for free. Even if you go and you do a 10-hour session in the gym, even if you do it for a week, you are not going to get that dream body any faster. But you're going to get one thing for sure: you're going to get injured and you'll probably not be able to go to the gym. So that's the same thing with training. You have to really let things go, in the sense that you allow things to happen. You arrive at profitability. You allow your edge to play out. You understand? You, when you have gone to the gym for 3 months, 6 months, you would look, and you, if you are doing the right things, you will see progress. You will see differences. Even if you're not really doing the right things, you might not even be perfect, but you will definitely see a difference. And when you have reached those check marks and you notice, oh, there is something I'm doing, I could be doing better. Maybe there's this shoulder workout I'm doing and I'm not really feeling any progress there. My shoulders are lacking, for instance. You can now review and implement changes and now add that to your program and keep going. Same thing with trading. You should look at your trades over a series of trades, like 30, 60, 100. You understand? And only then, after you've submitted to that time of repeating and constantly showing up to do the same thing, that's when you can now implement changes. You understand? That is when it's logical, because then your edge has been able to play out. And most times you don't really have to be perfect with everything, but at least trying to take your trade, your entries when you see them, and doing nothing when you don't see them can really make the difference. Besides, there's this graphic, I don't know if you may have seen it, it's all around, where you if you are doing 1:2 like me, and you are 50% profitable, your win rate is like 50%, and you take a sample size of 50 trades, there is a high chance, like 90 something percent chance, that you can take 6 losing trades in a row. Now, when you go through that in reality, you feel like you don't know what you're doing. You feel like your model is not okay, but it's completely normal. You do not have to end every day profitable. You do not have to end every week or every month profitable. But at the end of, if you, provided you follow your plan, at the end of a certain time period or number of iterations, if your edge is proven and if you have done your work, it will now eventually play out. You cannot expect your edge to play out efficiently when there's like 5 trades or 10 trades. Let's say maybe you are over risking. You are trying to do, you know, you are trying to win big one trade. Can you win? Yes, you could possibly win. And but the thing is that the market will do well to punish you eventually. It will catch up with you. Another instance is things we do is when we are going through a losing streak. Maybe you have like 3 losing trades. I'll speak for myself because it's something I've done in the past too. You tend to start tweaking your model. You are not necessarily completely changing, but let's say you're walking on a straight path and you keep changing your direction by 1 degree. By the time you have done that a couple of times, you will see you are completely off, like you are off your way. You understand? That is how little changes, and no matter how small, maybe your plan was to put your stop loss here, for instance, and you put it here. That is a different thing you're trading altogether. Or you're supposed to enter at the fair value gap creation. You now enter that, and that is a different thing. Small changes, but it slowly does something to you. And you don't know that when you are now doing that, you have changed your edge, and that edge might also be going through a losing streak at the time. So you may be unlucky, and you may even be even more unlucky, and you actually win the trade. You would now continue those bad habits, and it will eventually catch up to you. So in trading, you cannot get away with bad habits. You need to calm down. You need to know what you're doing. And if you notice, I don't know if you can relate, but for me, when I now change stuff, maybe FOMO, I see the market running like crazy, I wanted to sell, I couldn't see where to enter, and I just make up something. And remember, because of the attached expectations, oh, this trade may put me out of drawdown, this trade might be the trade that passes my prop firm, this trade might be the trade that gets me a payout, I might be able to pay my bills. You do that, but then you find out you enter the trade and you are not settled. You keep checking the charts because now you have anxiety. Why? Because you are in uncharted regions. Basically, you do not know what to expect. It's not something you prepared for. So naturally, as a human being, you are going to be anxious. You're going to keep checking. You are going to probably even close the trade. It might hit TP, which will start another thing on its own. It might hit stop loss, and you might end up maybe moving your stop loss, doing something, things outside your plan, and before you know it, you have gone on a tilt and revenge trading because you don't feel settled. You have this bitterness inside you, or anxiety inside you. You just want the pain to go away. Now take it out on the charts again. So it's as easy as letting go. Now we know what letting go means. Allowing your edge to play out over a series of trades and just committing to it. I have been in a losing streak where I committed to my trading plan and I had 4 losses in a row. And I was like, oh well, it could just be that time. I've tried to condition my mind to become like, it could just be that time in my strategy where I will have to take losses in a row. And eventually, I will take a trade and then I get a winner. You still do not allow the winners get to your head. You just try and stay grounded. So a good exercise you can do, you should, before taking any trades, when you start feeling some certain way, write down all your expectations you have placed on the trade, and when you look at them, remind yourself that you don't actually have any control over the markets. These markets don't give a shit about what you think or your goals or whatever. They will humble you regardless. So you ground yourself and remember that all you have to do is to show up over a couple of times and do the same thing, and after everything you'll be profitable. Heck, you could be flipping a coin, heads or tails, by yourself, or you understand, and you could be profitable provided you stick to the same thing over a series and let the edge play out. So if you stick to the end of the video, you're an OG. Good to have you around. I will try to drop more videos as time permits. Let me know if you like videos like this. Let me know if it resonates with you or if it has been of help. We're all in this together. Got this, bro. We are going to get to where we need to be, achieve our goals. Trust yourself. Don't give up on yourself. You understand? It's trading and it's not easy for a reason. It's not something just anybody can do and be successful with. It forces you to really face yourself and conquer yourself. And when you do it, it all makes sense at the end of the day. So stay on the course and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.